Right, here we go. We found it. Good morning, it's Mr. Johnny Velvet again. How is everyone doing today? I have to say, I woke up with a very, very heavy head today. I can't even speak. I'm severely hungover. But there is one thing to get me out of my pit at home, and that is to play a little bit of golf, which is where I'm going now. So I've got to go to Farringdon. There's a place called Urban Golf, and they have golf simulators, one of which I'm going to have at Kastel Shlong in Thailand. So I thought, do you know what? It'd probably be a good time for me to go down and just test it out and get a bit of a feel for how these things work and operate and all that sort of stuff. So I literally cannot get enough of this stuff. Oh, Mr. Velvet's going to be coming over in about 2 weeks, and yeah, I'm missing my pills. They're called the Rabiprazole, and they're the only thing that stops like the worst sort of burning ever. It works for about 5 minutes, and then it's just like, oh, I need more. I must be going through about 1 bottle of Gaviscon a day. I don't think that's healthy. I don't think that's probably a sensible idea. Part of the problem with being in the UK, everything is on prescription. It's not like Thailand where you can just walk into a shop and you can get some pills, the pills that fix your problem. No, you have to go and see a GP. Then they have to refer you to some sort of pleb department, and then you have to go to a little smelly pharmacy, and then it's just like, come on. It's antacid pills. It's not like I've got fentanyl or anything like that. Anyway, this is just part of the problem with the UK. They're all snowflakes. And the other problem that I realised, the video that I posted yesterday or the day before, whenever this comes up, I realised that there is a part of the video that actually shows my bank card and all the bank numbers. So I've had to freeze my card because I know there's a few people out there who think, oh, I can see his card numbers. It might be funny to have a bit of a shopping trip on Amazon. Well, anyway, I have thrown a spanner in the works if anyone's trying to do that. It's supposed to be 19 degrees today, but it doesn't really feel like it. I think it's still sort of hat weather, really. There are a few people down here wearing shorts. Very brave indeed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go on a train now. I've got to go to Farringdon in the city. He works for, so he's rich as fuck. Not quite as rich as fuck as me, but he can certainly afford an £80 an hour golf simulator session with Mr. Velvet. Tickets have been secured, £11.80 for a return. I was trying to decide whether it would be more cost effective just to get a day travel card. £11.80 for a return journey in London. Let's see if it arrives on time. I keep seeing signs up everywhere as well. They're saying, oh, the price of the tickets is increasing by 5%. I was having this conversation with my dad earlier. So I don't know how people genuinely survive unless you're earning like at least £100,000 a year. It's pretty much impossible. You know, when you think all the taxes, all the money that comes out your pocket left, right and centre for, non-essential things like funding wars abroad and all that. I just don't know how people bother. People must live really sort of sad, boring lives, really. You know, even the golf simulator here is £80 per hour, which I think is still quite a lot. Do you know what I mean? For 2 people, and it's a minimum of 2 hours, so you're paying £160 for 2 hours on a golf simulator. Seems expensive, doesn't it? I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but apparently there's some really big delays. There's some sort of trespass incident at Victoria. This is a slight problem. I actually don't know what to do now. 2 hours before the golf start. There you go. Because of emergency services dealing with an incident at Denmark Hill, trains to and from Victoria will be delayed, altered and cancelled. Maybe I can get the Orpington one then. These tickets say valid only via City Thameslink. I don't know if this is a City Thameslink train or not. Anyway, what are they going to do? Find me? I'm going back to Thailand soon anyway, so good luck with that. Oh, we just arrived at Farringdon. Look how busy it is here. I don't know if there's a football game or what, but it's absolutely packed. It's full of the gilet wearers here because we are pretty much in the heart of the city here. And it's after work time. I mean, you can just see it's just absolutely packed. All of the city boys are out spending their bonuses, but I've got to walk to about 6 minutes away to this Urban Golf, which is just up here. Everyone's very posh and very rich here, and there's a reason for it, because they work very hard, not like the smelly potion drinkers. Can't afford a pint, they have to eat Subway sandwiches. In fact, there is a Subway just here as well. Yeah, watch out. Almost got taken out by Jeremy Vine. Appear to have done a complete loop, because I started off over there and then I've gone all the way round. This place is literally in the station from the looks of it. I don't know if you can see that. Some decent looking posh birds around here as well. Oh, can you imagine? Posh grip. They probably use odour perfume on the piss flaps. Oh, it's tasty. Not like the sort of herring like the potion drinker's girlfriends. It's going to be sort of like a miso cod. That's probably what it smells like. Anyway, Mrs. Velvet's for me. The problem with the girls here is they're not yellow enough for me. As I've said many times, I like mine to have sort of jaundice. Here we go. We found it. Urban Golf here. Doesn't look very big from the outside, to be honest. Right, it's in the basement here. And they serve Mexican food. I didn't bring enough Gaviscon. So here's the simulators here. bar, a DJ, and that's pretty much it. So I've got about 20 minutes before John arrives, and then we're going to swing some balls. So we might be in this booth. You have the clubs here. I'm not sure how the putting works. Putting on a golf simulator is always quite difficult, and I'm not sure if they have one of those sort of wanky glove thingies. Might need to buy one of those, otherwise I'm going to get a blister. Last time I had a blister was on my bell end after a night out in Pattaya about 6 years ago. Oh, this has got a much bigger screen. This must be like the private booth here. Oh, this has got a better launch monitor as well. Slightly concerned that I might end up sort of shanking it into the TV screen. I left my Coke there, somebody's stolen it. I think they've just cleaned it away. There we go. I've got another Coke in hand, free of charge, of course. Not my fault, but we should be on in about 10 minutes. And we get 2 hours here. It's £80 an hour, I think. I might just have a few practice swings. I don't think this simulator has ever experienced anything like a Johnny Velvet swing. That's a hole-in-one. Come on! It's Michael Jackson. No, it's Kitten Woods, as I like to call myself. They do actually provide you with gloves. This is the sort of uniform of a virgins. Do you know what? When I was in Thailand, you used to see these chaps wearing a glove playing pool. I have to say that is one of the most homosexual things I've ever seen, quite possibly in my life. It makes Graham Norton look like an alpha male. Decided we're going to play one of the easiest courses on the planet. This one's called TPC Sawgrass. I think this is the one where they have the par 3 with the crowds, isn't it? So I assume when we reach that hole, there's going to be a huge line of people out here. It looks like the first tee is fairly simple. Straight down the middle, no messing around. That looks good. Dude, man, that's a bit annoying actually, because I've had a warm-up. He comes straight in. Can you film this one? Oh, that came out weird.
Oh, you smacked that?
I don't like the drive. That club is broken. That's not good. I was doing so well in the practice. That was terrible. I basically shanked every shot. I'm waiting for John to have some sort of McIlroy meltdown. Oh, he's topped it. That's a bit of a stinker. Right, I might get on the green in regulation here. 209 for a 5-iron. I've got the guns. Let's give it a go. Oh, it's a bit pushy. But it felt very sort of spoony. Well, that's not too bad. So I'm 22 yards off the green. They're going to have to sign me up to the PGA Tour very soon. This is far too easy. Sit down. That's okay. That's going to be a gimme.
Yeah, that's a gimme. That's a gimme.
I like this game now. I hated it 1 hole ago, and now I'm starting to enjoy it. Touch in with you in around the 9th hole and let you know how we're going. I don't like this game anymore. We played 4 holes, and I'm 3 shots down. I think clearly there is an issue with the monitors here. There we go. Is it going to go? Has it got the legs? Right, so that's an 11, John. Ooh, twitchy bum time. A bit of a banana. This was my plan all along. I just wanted to let him feel as if he was in control. The back 9 is where I come strong. Hello. I've got fans over there again. I just got a birdie. Mr. Velvet is now breaking all of the records here. They're going to put my picture on the wall somewhere. Now we've got the famous, the 17th at TPC Sawgrass. This is 120 yards. For me, this is a nice little pitching wedge. Left of it. That is so jammy. There's the green, and I've managed to end up on the path, the thinnest bit. John's got a lot to do here. Actually, to be fair, that was a nice shot. Sit down. Sit down. Stop. That's nice.
That's a gimme.
Is that a gimme?
Par.
That's a par. Oh, yes. Slow down. Disaster. It's pretty steep downhill with water behind. Where are we? There's John. I'm 84.93. There you go. Although there was a little bit of cheating while he wasn't looking. I changed the score a little bit. Everyone's still out. It's the first sort of mild evening. So I think that's probably why everyone's still loitering outside the pubs here. I don't have the energy for drinking today. I'm being sensible. And I have to preserve my energy for the Masters, which is going to be coming up in a couple of weeks' time. So I'm expecting a phone call. Right, I better put my camera away before it gets stolen. I can see people giving me dodgy looks. First class. It smells expensive in here. Look, they've got a nice door separating us from the plebs in there.